Okay, so now let's embark on business. Let's proceed. So yesterday we are still under introduction to forex, and we covered the first part, which is what is forex. Yesterday we dealt with what is traded in forex, and today we are going to cover on who trades forex. Who trades forex? Okay. So before who trades forex, I will maybe also wish to recap on what we covered yesterday. What is traded in forex? Labda you have heard of forex. Now this forex trading, what are you trading in this field? Yesterday we said forex, we simply what is traded in forex is simply money. Okay, and we said our currencies, and we said currencies are grouped in pairs. Okay, the first one in the pair is called the base currency. The second one in the pair is called the what currency. So yesterday we say currencies are grouped in pairs. You cannot make an exchange of currency against itself. No, it has to be a currency against different currency. You can make an exchange of USD to get Kenya shilling. By doing that exchange, you have already participated in the forex market. So currencies are always in pairs. And we mentioned yesterday, want to see if you still remember. We say the first two letters represent the name of the country. The third letter is the name of the currency. First two letters, the name of the country. The third letter is the name of the currency. So let me ask, for this case, it tulifanya jana, but I will be giving another example before we start today's class. US ideally stands for United States, then B stands for dollar. KE, you are Kenyan, you know that. Kenya, then the currency is shilling. Now my question is this: what of USD JPY? Answer me down there on the comments. The name of the country, and the currency on the pair USD JPY. Bio bio. Even if you are joining us for the first time, I believe you can help us answer that. Let me see. People are answering. United States dollar. You have to answer the two parts. You say United States dollar against tuseme tu Japanese yen kama Tracy Wambui. United States dollar against the Japanese yen, correct. So the country is the United States against country hapo ni Japan, then the currency is yen. Okay? USD United States, Mia Khalifa. Joyce United States dollar against Japanese yen. United States dollar against Japanese yen, correct, Brad. Dorina Dhiambo, United States dollar against Japanese yen. Ketwendwa, United States dollar against Japanese yen. Majimbo, Kibet, United States against Japan. So the country is the United States, then the currency is the dollar. Let me maybe do this. NZD card. Then let me see how many will be able to get this. NZD, then D, then card. Let me see the answer for this one before we now embark on what we are supposed to cover today. Let me see your answers down there on the comment. Let me see your answers down there on the comment. Let me see your answers. The NZD card, people are stuck. NZD, Mia Khalifa, New Zealand, the country, and the currency is dollar. Correct. Brad, New Zealand against Canadian dollar. Alex, New Zealand against Stellato, New Zealand dollar against Canadian dollar. Aha. Walter, New Zealand dollar against Canadian dollar. Card, Man Khalifa, Canada is the country, dollar is the currency. Okay. Weekly for Odhiambo, New Zealand against Canadian dollar. You don't have to cram this thing, eh? So, Atakame, if maybe you're not seeing anything, you don't have to worry. These currencies just have somewhere on the application that you are going to use. Forex is more practical. We are just handling the introduction. Dixon, you don't have to ask yourself, should I know all these currencies? No, you don't have to. There is a site. I was just trying to ensure that we brainstorm. Let me give maybe one more to see if yeah, we are going to get it right. For GBP AUD. GBP AUD. Tell me which one is that? GBP AUD. Down there on the comment. GBP AUD. Tell me GBP AUD. Tell me GBP AUD. Let me see what you are saying. GBP AUD, Lucy James, Great Britain pound against Australian dollar. Correct. Somebody else. So now I want you to name the country. MBA, this is Great Britain. Then the currency is pound. Country is Australia. The currency is the dollar. Let me see. It's only Lucy. Emily, Great Britain pound, Australian dollar. Only two. Francis, Great Britain against Australian dollar. Magdalena, Great Britain against Australian dollar. Majimbo, Mia Khalifa, GBP, British pound, AUD, Australian dollar. Walter Moy, Great Britain, and currency is pound against Australian dollar. Okay. That is okay. So that was just a recap of what we did yesterday. And we said currencies are grouped in three main categories. Currencies are grouped in three main categories. The category number one is major currencies. Number two, we talked of minor currencies. And number three, we talked of exotic currencies. So yesterday, we said currencies are grouped in three main classification or main categories. We have major currencies. These are currencies of major economies, but they are paired against the United States dollar. We also said major currencies are the most traded pairs globally. Those who missed this class was recorded and it's posted in our YouTube page. So if you are not on our YouTube page, I think Brian will paste the link there. Make sure you click the link immediately to join the YouTube so that you will be able to recap on these classes of yesterday. So we said we have major, minor, and exotic currencies. So exotic currencies. And we said we trade mostly major and minor because there's less risk involved in trading this. But there's high risk involved in trading the exotic pairs. So if you engage the business of Forex without prior knowledge of which are the best currencies to trade, there is a high possibility that you will lose a lot of money in this business and end up calling Forex a scam. Okay? But now it's good that you are ready to pay the price of following the process. Okay, so let's go to what we are supposed to cover today. So what we are covering today is very, very important in your journey as a trader. So what we are covering today is who trades Forex. Who trades Forex. Okay, who trades Forex. So like any other business, you cannot engage in a business that you don't know who are the participants. You cannot just start a business that you don't have the full knowledge or the background knowledge of how this business operates, who are the people in this business, how are the people in this business influence this business, is there a way I can make a profit in this business while these people are there? So if you don't have the background knowledge of Forex, this is where people lose a lot of money because you find people engaging the market without having the prior knowledge of who are the participants in this business. You know, most of people engage Forex thinking that they are the only ones trading. Just think the people who are trading in Forex are just you and your fellow friends. No. Forex is the largest market in the world. And the participants who are in this market entails the whole globe. So unless you have the overview of who are the participants and the impact of each participant, it will be quite difficult for you to be profitable in this business. Now let's start. Who are the participants in the Forex? Who trades Forex? Number one, now be very, follow closely. So number one, who trades Forex? So we'll start with the governments, okay? Number one, we have the governments, okay? The government, okay? So governments are big or key participants in the Forex market, okay? So every country has a government. Do we agree on that? Yes, we agree that every country has a government. Hope, sound too faint. Hata siski unless ni simu yangu. Is the sound clear? Is my sound okay? Is my sound okay? Is my sound okay? Thumbs up if the sound is okay. Okay, so I think it's your phone. Eh? You are asking if the problem is your phone. I think so. You can leave the meeting, then rejoin. Sharon Gatwiri is saying sound iko sawa. Are you getting me well? Ama I should be audible enough. If I should be audible, just tell me Mzitoh be audible enough. But if the sound is okay, let's continue in that pace. Okay. So who are the participants in the forex market? We are covering number one, the governments. So every country has a government. Do we agree on that? Yes. And the government, any report from the government has a direct impact on the currency of that country. Okay? Any report from the government. Let's say today Ruto announces that 5 million Kenyans are now employed. We have created 5 million jobs here in the country and outside the country. That is a positive report for the Kenyan shilling. So we expect shilling to gain strength. So any report from the government, I remember during Trump's time, we used to trade with a lot of fear because anything that Trump will say, you are not aware, you have to take note to know that at what time will be Trump announcing or at what time will be maybe Trump issuing a report. So anytime a president is maybe communicating something in regard to that very country, it has a very strong impact. Remember the other day, dollar was trading at 160 something. But later Ruto just came out and Gachagua, they mentioned that now if you're still holding on your dollars, keep holding on your dollars because the nation or the country has already paid the Eurobond, so we no longer need dollars. And you realize what happened, those who are aware, what happened after that report? What happened after just the government announced that they have paid the Eurobond and they no longer need the dollar? If you have been following or you follow the news, what happened to the dollar? You know, there are people who even they are not aware of what is dollar, what happens to dollar. What happened to the dollar? Dollar dropped. Hakuna mtu hata mmoja amejibu on the chat. Oh, yeah. We have people who have answered. Otundo, not Otundo, Tracy Wambui. The dollar dropped. Martin dropped about 140. Yes, Martin. Joshua, dollar ilishuka. Correct. Brad, it dropped to 127. Price dropped. Yes. So the dollar was trading at 100 and before the report from the government. The dollar was trading at 165 there. $1 against Kenya shilling. $1 was trading at 165 Kenya shilling. But just after the report from the government, before we realized the dollar was at 140. A week later, 130. Now dollar is trading at 129 to 130. Just one report from the government caused all that. So you see how powerful the government is. So any report from the government has a direct impact on that currency. Has a direct impact on the currency of that very country. Are we following? How many are getting it? So if you are trading, if you are getting a thumbs up. So imagine you are trading and you are not aware that there's a report from the government. My friend, you will find yourself losing money. At that point, let's say you're expecting the market to buy. And on the other hand, you are trading a currency that has a report and you don't know where to check the report. I'm going to show you where to check the report so that if there's a report, you will avoid that currency that there's a report coming out from the government. If you see that there's a report coming from the government or the maybe the central bank, what do you call the government of the government of the central bank is releasing a report. That is also something very significant because that is a government report. Okay, so as a trader, or for you to be a successful trader, you need to understand that governments affect the forex market because any report from the government, you know, government they buy dollars. They like for instance here in Kenya, I'm using Kenya shillings because most of us are Kenyans. The government, like the time the Kenyan government needed the dollar to pay the euro, you see how dollar went up. So it took the maybe the incorporation of maybe I don't know what Ruto did exactly, but he had to play with our mind by saying we have paid the whole Eurobond at once, okay, or paid a huge amount of Eurobond and you no longer need dollars. So that shake up, that small report can really affect you as a trader. Remember, it affects those who buy and sell physically, but also as we do forex trading technically or through the systems, it also affects you because that is the global market. So it will affect you at that given point. So government is the first participant. And the second participant, now I believe we are following and you are getting it very, very well. So if you have been trading and you are not aware of the government, I'm going to show you how do I know that the report is coming and where will at what point, or how will I come to the realization that the government is releasing a report. I'm going to show you how. Just be patient. Number two, central bank. You know, central bank goes hand in hand with the government. Okay, central banks. Okay, so every country has a central bank. We have the Central Bank of Kenya, we have the Central Bank of Uganda, we have the Central Bank. Every country in the world, they have what we call a central bank. And the central bank works hand in hand with the government. CBK, Central Bank of Kenya. Every country has a central bank. So any report from the central bank. Now, what is the impact of the central bank? They are the ones who control things like, they control things like the inflation. Central bank controls inflation. Okay. Wanna control it, they control things like inflation. Central bank also control the smaller banks. Central bank are the ones who will give rates to ECB. Central Bank of Kenya is the one that will give rate to equity. They will tell them dollar should trade at this rate. It should not surpass this point and it should not go below this point. They are the ones who release the rate so that these other banks depend on that rate. So the first rate of a currency is determined by the central bank. So the central bank are the ones who release dollar to be at 165. So you remember when Ruto got to government, he told us that the government and the central bank were working hand in hand and they had just hold dollar at a particular point. Okay, so the central bank and the government, they have that power to just control and to manipulate dollar to be at a particular point. So any report from the central bank, ukisikia the government of the central bank or the governor of the central bank is releasing a report, you will get to realize in these now serious currencies, the major currencies, when you hear people like Bailey is releasing a report, I'm going to show you now. Any report from the government of any country is very, very significant. And if you are trading and you are not aware of this, you will be in the market before you realize you have lost all your money at once. Start asking yourself, is this how Forex operates? The problem was not that the market behaves that way. The problem was you didn't have the right information that the report from the government affects the currency and affects the currency with a very huge margin. So until you have that, you will struggle in making profit in Forex. So if you have been thinking that you are the only person trading Forex, we have this central bank and we have the government, and they are very powerful. So how do I maybe tell that if I'm trading this currency, the government is going to release the report? Because these reports are not released every day. So that is the next thing I'm going to show you. So as a trader, there is a site that make note, even if you're not writing anything, write this, okay? Where do you check? Where do you check the report from the government or the report from the central bank? We check the report from the government or from the central bank at a site called www.forexfactory.com, okay? Or forexfactory.com, still the same. Forex Factory. We are going to see the practical point of that, forexfactory.com. Write that site. So every single day as a trader, whenever I show you, if I could have shared my entire screen, you will have seen I have that chart here, the forexfactory.com calendar. Because every single day as a trader, I must check, is the currency which I'm trading, is there any report related to the currency that I'm anticipating to trade? Let's say I'm trading euro. Is there a report for euro today? Let's say I'm trading dollar. Is there a report for dollar today? Because if you are not aware of that, if that just gets you unaware in the market, believe me, you lose money, or you will make money without knowing, then you will believe that you know how to trade. But in real sense, you are not aware of such movement. Where does that movement comes from? How many of us are following and they are ready? We go now to the practical point of seeing the impact of the government. If you are following, thumbs up, lift your hand. Let me see. We are about 65 plus people here. Confirm that we are following and you are getting me very well. Is the sound okay? Yes, I believe now the sound is okay, even those we had challenge with the sound. Felista Ngugi, Eben, Samuel, Ocheng. Okay, so now let's go to that point. As a trader, this is your first responsibility. Michelle is saying the sound is kind of low. The sound is still low. Kindly confirm. Niongeze sauti. Should I add my maybe be louder enough? Or the sound is okay? If the sound is okay, thumbs up. If the sound is okay, or type down, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Iko sawa kabisa, iko sawa kabisa. So I think the person have maybe Mule. You can leave the meeting, then rejoin. You know, sometimes the sound might be from your end. If the sound is okay, let's proceed. I'm happy that we are following. Now let's check. Let's go to that site that I've just mentioned, where every single day as a trader, sound is loud enough and very clear, Mutunga. Okay, thank you so much, sir. So let's check that site, which is that site that I'm saying, if you are a trader, you must check it every single day. Let's go and see. The site is called forexfactory.com. So let me share. Let me first check that also Meet was recording. Okay. Let me now share that site. Present something else. Calendar share. You'll confirm to me if you are able to see the calendar. I'm going to show you how to set it up. If you are seeing the calendar, kindly confirm. If you are seeing the calendar, kindly confirm. How many are seeing the calendar? If you are seeing the calendar, kindly confirm. Yes. Yeah. So this is a site that every day as a trader, you must check every single day, every morning before you start trading or thinking even of trading. Ensure that you visit forexfactory.com. Okay. Forexfactory.com. So what does forexfactory.com entails in this calendar? So when you open it for the first time, it will appear in this format. Just showing you how you'll be seeing it. So when you open it for the first time, it will be in this form. Okay. When you will open it for the first time, maybe when you will be doing it alone, you'll wonder why is mine different. So the first time you open Forex Factory, go to calendar, Forex Factory, then calendar. So here in calendar, you have so many news. So not all these reports are powerful. No, there are some reports that are powerful and there are some reports that are not powerful. So what you need to do here in Forex Factory is to filter and remain only with high impact news or high impact reports. How? There's an icon here called filter. I believe you are seeing there. If you're not seeing still, you'll see on the video and I'll share. You tap on the filter. Come and untick all these other boxes, untick that, untick that, untick that. Remain only with the red box. The red box represents high impact news. It represents high impact news. So once you do that, come and click apply filter down here. Apply filter. So you only remain with high impact news. So in the Forex Factory, our concern is only high impact news only. Like now, you see there's a press conference coming up at 9:30. Today is Wednesday. There's a report coming up for which currency? United States dollar. When you hear such a press conference, that is a report from the government of the US. So that is a very, very powerful report. At 9, I think there's a report that is already out. I want even to show you. There's a report that has just been released like 15 minutes ago. I'm going to show you the chart and how that report has affected the market. So if you are not aware of such a report, let me show you the chart so that maybe you'll understand what I mean by the impact of a report. Okay, let me share the screen. You see how powerful a report is if you are trading Forex. That's why if you are trading this business, you first need to understand who are the participants so that you'll be on the safer side. Let me show us the report. For example, that dollar. We have seen there's a report that has just been released now. Let's see how has that report affected the market. Okay. Let's see how that report has affected the market. You'll confirm to me if you are able to see the chart. I'm yet to share, but I'm just about to do that now. Confirmation that we are following before I even share the chart. Confirmation that we are following. Are we following? Are we getting what I'm saying? Yes. So let me share now. You will confirm to me if you are seeing something different. I've just shared, but it's yet to change, but it will just change now. Okay. Let me maybe stop share, then I share. So if you are yet to see, I will just come here, stop presenting, then I will share again. So I want to show you the impact of the report so that when you are trading Forex, you know what Mzitoh is saying is something very, very significant and you should be very, very careful while trading. So Forex, without proper background or proper knowledge, it is very easy to lose money. Okay. So are you seeing something else that I'm presenting? Yes. Are you seeing the chart? Yes, yes, yes. I want to show you the impact of that report that has just been released a few minutes ago. It has just been released a few minutes ago. Now this is the market. Before news, the market was just here. Okay. Today we were buying. For our case, we were considering a buy trade today. So imagine this report that just came out a few minutes ago. See how it has caused this market to move from this point. You see now that spike. That is a serious move in the market. Here, a lot of people have lost money, especially people without information. Here, you have really lost a lot of money, especially if you are a beginner. There are people here who have lost $100,000, $10,000, $5,000. Maybe you have your 10, you have your $100, you have your $50. Such move, and there are people who have lost their money today, and they are not aware even what has happened. But if you had an information prior, you could have avoided trading USD because at 9 p.m. you are aware that there was a report coming out at 9 p.m. So you see how the report can affect the market. Imagine the whole day. This has just been the behavior of the market. The movement has just been small movements. But now check one report from the government has caused all this movement from this point to that movement. It has covered the distance that the market has covered the whole day, almost twice what the market has covered the whole day. You see now from that point, the drop was this one. You see now that one report has caused the market to move with such a move. How many are getting it? Are we getting what I'm saying? Are we together? How many are following? How many are getting it? Are we together? So if you are trading Forex and you are not aware of the report, my friend, you will cry. Believe me, you will cry. Things, things will not be normal. So make sure every single day, let's go back to Forex Factory. So every single day as a trader, your first responsibility is to ensure that you check, is there a report of the currency that I'm trading? But the good news also is that I will be training you on how to interpret these news. Because if you also know how to interpret them, then you can still profit from them. But now if you are not even aware of them, even that is very, very dangerous. So you can be aware of them, but still be in position to trade because you understand how to interpret these reports. Okay, so there's a way to interpret, though that is not what I will train you today. It is something that we'll cover there towards the end of the course, knowing how to interpret the news. Okay, you can still maximize and make some profit from it. But as a beginner, I always tell beginners in Forex, avoid the currencies with news. But for my students, we'll get to a point whereby I will train you how to interpret news, and there are news that you can trade, and there are news that you should not trade. There are news that when we interpret them, it allows you to trade, and there are news that when we interpret them, we'll tell you, no, don't try this one. This one is a bit technical. We cannot even try this at all. Okay. Now let's go back to Forex Factory. It's good there was a news, and you have seen how powerful a news can influence the market. You see how that news has caused such a move. Let's say you are in the market and that happens. You had an account, my friend. You will start calling the Forex, you'll start calling Forex scam at the beginning. Or if you double your account, let's say you had your $50. This move can cost a person with $50 account to maybe go to even $300 with such a move. In other words, you have your 10,000 shilling. This move can cause you to double that account, maybe from 10,000 to even 50 or 100,000. The same way this move can cause an account of 100,000 to blow within a minute. So news are not things to play with in the market. So if you are not aware and you are engaging Forex, it means you are taking even higher and higher risk. So if you are trading Forex and you are not aware of that, believe me, you will testify. By the time you realize that there was news, I remember when we were learning Forex, we were not aware of such things. Even our mentor never told us that this is the first thing you should always check. You lost money. You used to put your $40. You realize the account is gone. You have your $20. You realize that, hey, today I've made a lot of money once. Hey, this market, this is how I should be trading. Now I've known how to trade. No, you don't know how to trade. Just something happened that you knew nothing about and it favored you. So you might think that now Forex has money. If it favors you, then it it will misdirect you. But now when it gets you on the other hand, it is also possible. This is how people blow accounts. When you hear people have lost money in forex, mostly and majority of people, it's always via the news. Are we together? How many of us are following and you are learning something? Type down there on the chat, Mzitoh learning something. I'm learning something. I'm learning something. Yes, I've learned something. Yes. So I was telling you yesterday how important is it for you to understand who are the participants, and those are just two participants. We have other participants to cover, which I don't think will even conclude. We'll be concluding again tomorrow because of our time. Yes, I'm learning. Brad, I'm learning. Francis, I'm learning. Gloria, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. Kevin, Purity, Luosi, I'm learning. I'm learning. Otundo, Dominic. Otundo, you have been consistent. Eh? I've seen you from day one. Eh? Following and learning. Okay. Yanzi have also been there from day one, learning. Okay. Eben Mwaumure, I'm learning. How many of us are joining us today and you are also getting something? Today is your first class and you are also getting something. Thumbs up. You have just joined us for the first time today and you happen to be learning something. Sirei, Sekina, Wycliffe Odhiambo, Martin, I'm learning, not just something. Nathan, I'm learning, okay? Yeah, so those who have just joined us today and at least you have captured something. So there's need of following this class. I'm telling you, by the time we are finishing with you, you will have understood everything that you need to know about Forex. So the people who are waiting for you to quit this business, they will have to wait more. Because if you have the right information, you can only quit because of one thing. You fail to obey the information or the instructions that I will have given you. But by the end, by the time we are finishing with you, you realize how important this information is. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. So every single day, your first responsibility as a trader is to ensure that you check the forexfactory.com. Check the forexfactorycalendar.com. Like now, you know very well that in the next 5 minutes, we are going to see that though the report of statement does not affect the market immediately, is as they are speaking. So as the report is being released, then that is let me show you. There are two important reports from the government of US, and that is the report of NFP. The US reports that are very powerful. The NFP is called non-farm payroll. NFP news. It only happens the first week of every new month. And we also have a news called CPI, Consumer Price Index. That news is also very, very powerful. The US. Those are the news you see every single day. Let me show you one of the news. You see now, when you see maybe let me show you the government of a central bank. And you hear there's a speech from the government of a central bank. Let me show you. You see Powell. When you hear Powell speaking, my friend, run for your life. These are the news that we don't even trade. Even me as your trainer, I don't trade when, because you don't know what Powell will say. If he mentions something positive, it affects the dollar. Negative, it affects the dollar instant. So when you hear Federal Chair Powell speaking on this day, it is on Thursday 26th, next week, when at 4:20 p.m. Kenyan time, Powell will be releasing a report. At that point, run for your life. Don't trade USD. Avoid USD at all costs. There are news such as unemployment. You know very well when unemployment increases, that is a negative report for a currency. When unemployment reduces, that is a positive report for the currency. So when you hear Federal Chair Powell speaking, or Bailey for Britain, my friend, run. Let me show you for Bailey. It's called Bailey or Bailey. The guy, the name is Bailey. When you hear there's a report from that end also. The good thing with this report, you can even have the report of the whole month. Now this we are checking even the report of October, date 18. So they are not just something that will appear and like you'll be aware of them prior. So it's not just something that will just get you by surprise. No, they are programmed or they are arranged prior. So it's not something that will just happen. No, 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 no. Later, okay. So let me show you maybe a report from. I don't know if I will find the Great Britain or the Euro report. Let me try and see that. So for US is Federal Chair Powell. When you hear Powell speaking, know that that is something very, very serious. Okay. We also have a guy called Bailey. When you see the report coming out, be very, very careful. I'll not be able to check all the report. Maybe I'll have to go back to get Bailey, but I can still do that. Let's see. I can still do that. If you see, you'll tell me. If you happen to see that, let me know. And you see, I think it is here. The Great Britain. Bailey speaks. My friend, when you hear this is a dangerous report for pound, Great Britain pound. So if you are trading any currency related to pound, avoid. If it's GBP USD, avoid. If it's GBP NZD, avoid. Are we together? How many have learned something so far? How many have learned something so far in regard to the impact of those participants in the market? So in your journey as a trader, you know where to start. Are we together? Let's now maybe tackle, let me just introduce the next participant. Then maybe we'll wind up with participants tomorrow because of time. Okay? Because of time, we'll maybe proceed again tomorrow. As I told you, let's be joining the class a bit early so that if we send the link by 8:20 or 8:25, if it happens that by 8:30 we are over 40 or 50 people, it will be so easy for me to start the class and we will cover at least 1 full hour. But if we start the class at around 8:50, you see we'll only use like 30 minutes max. And that one will drag us. We want to maybe cover this class within a period of maximum 12 classes. But if we go with this pace, we will cover maybe more than 12 classes. Like the class, the previous class, the class of August, you can go and watch the videos. The videos are down there in our Telegram group. Go and watch those videos. You'll realize that we did those classes within, we only covered about 10 days max, and we were able to complete. So for your case, if you will be able to be joining the class at exactly 8:30, so that latest 8:35 we have commenced, then we'll cover a lot and we'll be able to complete this course within the shortest time as possible. Are we together? Are we together? Also, how many of us are here and you have joined us for the first time, yet you are not in our YouTube? You have not joined our YouTube page because we are posting the videos there. You want the link, you are not in our YouTube page, you can lift your hand. Name, anaitwa tu name. I think Brian, are you in? Brian or Newton, one of us, are you in? Are you in this meeting? Is Brian in? Okay, Brian is in. So Brian, you can paste the link of YouTube and Telegram, because this class will be posted in our YouTube page. Also, those who have just joined the class today, we have covered 2 classes prior. We did the orientation class the first day, and the yesterday's class where we covered something also very, very important, what is traded in Forex, which I've just I have just covered. We have done, we just did the small recap at the beginning, but you can just go and watch the full video down there in the YouTube page. Okay, so we have just decided that from the class of September, this is your class, we'll be posting the videos in our YouTube. Our concentration has been more on Telegram in the past. That's why I told you we started Telegram with about 8 people. But now you see the Telegram is over 1,500. So we want also to touch the community. So we are building the YouTube. So make sure that you click that link for YouTube, watch the video, and comment. We together. Ben, Francis, you have a question? Because you have unmute. Okay, let me mute. Maybe it's just a mistake. So let me just mention the rest of the participants. Then tomorrow I'll be explaining more about them. So you don't have to miss tomorrow's class. You know, you can avoid the news. You can decide not to trade that currency. But there are the participants that are always there in the market every single day. So if you are not aware of them, they are trading as you. And one of the ways in which they make money is when you lose. So they have to ensure that you lose for them to profit. Those are the rest. There are participants that are very, very powerful. Because the central bank and the government, you can avoid them. But now the next participants called the financial institutions. They are very, very serious opponents. They are your biggest opponent. And the only way to fight with them is to join them. They are very, very powerful. If you don't have a plan in the plan that will align you to them, then making profit will be quite difficult for you. Okay. So I will just mention the other participants. I'll just mention the other participants. Then I will stop there. So Let me give the names of the other participant. Number 3, we have a participant, the one we'll be tackling tomorrow, called the financial institutions. Financial institutions. Don't know if those are the spellings of institutions, but you understand. Financial institution. Okay. Number 4, we have hedgers. I will be explaining them maybe tomorrow. Just want to mention their names so that that is where we are going to stop. Then number 5, we have speculators, 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 and lastly, we have you and me as the retail traders. Remember, we as the retail traders only control about 6% of this market. So who are these other participants who control the huge percentage of the market every day? We'll be learning about them tomorrow. Retail traders. So retail traders, you fall under the category of retail traders. We only control about 6% of the forex market. But the financial institutions, you cannot run away from them. They are very, very powerful. One of the ways in which they make money is to trade against you. And they have strategized. They have dealers in every session. Tomorrow we'll be learning about forex sessions. Again, after remember we are supposed to cover when to trade forex. So we'll be learning about forex session, London, New York, Asia. So they have dealers in every session. So the London dealer will give reports to the dealer of the next session. And they are well organized. They know how many traders are buying, how many traders are selling. So if let's say 90% of traders are buying, they will sell so that these traders will lose money and they gain. So it's something very, very technical. So when you hear that 90% of people lose money or the retail traders lose money every day, it is true. Because you are engaging participants who are here with a plan to ensure that one of the ways in which they earn is to trade against you as the retail traders. How many of us are ready for tomorrow's class? How many of us are ready for tomorrow's class? Yes, so I'll be explaining more. Because of time, I will not be able to cover more than that. But so far, I just want us to leave comments down there. How was the session? Just type down there on the chat. How was the session? How was today's class? Just leave a comment. We are over 60 people here. Just leave a comment. If I'm too fast, tell me, Mzitoh, you are too fast. Kindly reduce the pace. If you have understood, just say I've understood. Just leave a positive comment, or just say the way you have the way you feel about the class. Is there a way we should adjust? Are you gaining? Are you ready to go to work with me to the end? Okay. So I'll give a minute for us to be writing the comments. Then those who are yet to join our Telegram and YouTube page, I believe, as well as main WhatsApp community group, make sure that you join. I'm seeing people joining the Telegram. I believe that you are also doing the same on the YouTube page. Okay. Let me see the comments. Write your comments. Write your comments. Let me allow at least all of us to leave a comment. So I'm determined. So you write your comment as I'm concluded. So I'm determined to ensure that I work with you through this journey to a point that as you conclude, you will be a profitable trader. Okay. That is my ambition. And I have the aim of building a community of genuine traders in the nation of Kenya. Not just traders who show off, and yet in real sense, they are not traders. No, you don't have to fake what can be real. That is what I always. You don't have to fake what can be real. So many people fake, but it is true because forex is difficult, but it's also possible to be real. So why fake what can be real? It's just better to pay the price and make it a reality. If you have bought a car, let it be true you have bought a car. If maybe you have bought a land, let it be true you have bought a land. Okay? Isikuwe tu ni ile ya influence ya kuchocha ama ukuwe ule person wa student mwenye you want to say I just do forex just to show off. No, we don't do forex for show off. We do it. Some of us do it as a business. Some of us training is a calling. So we are doing it also for the glory of God because we are called to train. So that's why I believe majority of you maybe you get to understand us better. It's by the grace of God. Higher. Let me read the comments. Sir, there are traders who target only news to spike the profit gain. Who try? Hey, Mia, man, Khalifa, I have not gotten your question very well. Otundo, Otundo, message bit, you're saying amazing. Samuel Nyaboga, you need to touch on calendar a little. Class is fine and informative. Okay, I will be training you later on how to interpret news. But for now, every single day, just go and check. Is there a news of the currency that I'm trading? That is enough. If there's a news, check what time. So that if you're trading, you'll avoid the news at that time. Emily Abuga, well taught. Willis Moka, it was very informative. I learned something new today. Thank you so much. Emamdoni, the session was educative and easy to understand. Thank you. The video will be posted in the YouTube. So if you'll miss or if you want to still go through it, you can still redo there. And make sure all of us who are here, click on this video or the class of September. Every class of September, make sure on YouTube you have commented on that class. Day 1, day 2, every class. We want to see over 60 comments in our video because all of us have attended the class. That will tell me that we are together. Tibet, it was fine, just awesome. Tabitha Nyambura, great session. Linda, and day 2 of September 2024 is not uploaded. Yes, I will be uploading it now. Remember yesterday we had some itches in our classes. So I edited the video and I'll be posting it straight away after this session. Tracy Wambui, it's great and very understanding concept. Also, if you are learning and you see what you are learning is something that will help you, refer people to learn. To join the class, we don't charge anything. The classes are free. Don't be side chatted by anybody. Any information that is aside from me and Newton and Brian. Don't take any information from anybody else. We are 3 admins. Just check the admins in the group, and any information should be from the admin. Mtu asikwambie that we charge. So don't be influenced to pay anything. We don't charge anything for classes. Tomorrow we try to report early. Thank you so much, Odhiambo. Doreen, a wonderful class. Thank you, Purity Losi. Losi, you have been consistent also from the one. Michelle Mule, it's awesome. Eliud, well understood. Lagat, the session was good. Ali, session was very informative. Okay, Eben, hope we all start on time tomorrow to party more in the hour. Thank you so much, Eben. It's true. Very powerful. Thank you. Michelle Mule, I really love your class. Thank you so much. Teresa, the session was educative. Lina, the session was educative. Doreen, well understood. Great. Pius Getega. Pius, I believe you have been in our previous class, if I'm not wrong. It's a different Pius. If it's true, thumbs up. Nathan, perfect. Collins, productive. Joyce Yanzi, very informative. Okay. Kirui, it was awesome. The session was engaging. Quickly for the Ambo. Doreen, awesome. Man Khalifa, productive, sir. Sharon Gatwiri, the class was good. Perfect. Nathan, Alex, awesome. Eben, Francis, I always like to read the comments so that I get to know the names. So that if you are consistent, I'll just know that you are consistent. Like Majimbo, you have been with us from the first class, from the first day, and you have been in our previous class. Awesome. Milka Wambui, awesome. Martin, awesome. So the links are shared there. So if you are not in our YouTube, Telegram, I think Brian will post the link again. The class was perfect. Thank you. Kate Mwende, awesome. Mtua, Vincent Kiproril, I'm very ready for tomorrow. You are ready for Thursday. Okay. So our classes only is from Monday to Thursday. So on Friday, we don't have a class. Okay. So tomorrow's class is very important because if you miss tomorrow's class, we'll meet again on Monday. Refer people to the class of September. Share the link with your friends. Tell them to join the class of September. Class iko sawa. Jemo Chris, Vincent Kiproril has been educative. Samuel Nyaboga. Next, add more volume. Nyaboga, I think the problem is from your end. The sound has been okay. Masijebet, you'll watch the video and realize the sound was okay. Masijebet, amazing. So I think I've read the comment of each and every one of us, and I'm happy that we have attended the class. Those who have not joined our YouTube and Telegram and WhatsApp, Brayo, you can paste the link. That is where we are ending our session. Unless you have not joined the groups, wait. But the rest, you can leave the meeting. Bye-bye. Have a blessed night. Let's meet again tomorrow at 8:30. Good night, everyone.